Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Zelda Speedruns for Game 3, which is part 2 of this doubleheader in the Wind Waker Season 7 Winners Bracket Finals between Jasnix and Rick Schmidty. Tracking this race is Arma, and on commentary, we've got Tanjo and Alexander Harold. I'm going to hand it over to the two of them. Enjoy the race, everyone.
Yeah, we got
Hello.
the winner brackets finals, and I took Cube David's place from game 2, and here I am with Alex for game 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, how you feeling after that race? That game 2 race?
That was something spicy. I won't say spoilers, even though it wasn't that long ago, and most of y'all probably watched it, but it was spicy.
Yeah, close race to be expected of these two runners. They had a insane race at SGL, and we'll see if game 3 is just as close as that one. Or if one of these runners can take a decisive win to move into the grand finals here. It is just winner brackets, so the loser does go down to face the winner of KitKat and Bobby in the lower bracket, but that will be a match for another day.
Yep. Well, it'll be interesting to see what dungeons are required and what our foolishes are.
Gonzo Morph, maybe a hint that Morph Hover will be in this seed. Don't think no, actually, I think Gymnast did a Morph Hover in one of the tournament races, so there has been one Morph Hover in this tournament. I don't know if either runner knows how to Morph Hover though, so.
I mean, to be fair, it is not the easiest trick.
Yeah, and an extremely niche trick too, so not worth learning, honestly. Starting in the boat, so the runners have to hop out to read hints.
Angular for Helmarock. Great Sea for Goma. Fire Mountain for Jahala.
Could be a vanilla power bracelets with that. Earth Temple Foolish, that's a big one. Headstone Foolish is less big.
Yeah. Possibly required bottle in Inner Cave.
It's quite deep in logic. Well, maybe. We'll see. We'll see when the bows are, I guess, but.
Logically required command melody.
For that Earth Temple, which is a Gomo dungeon, so neither runner will probably pick that up. Yeah, everyone's here.
And Big Pig is required with Tingle statues.
Yeah, bait bag on ankle, so you need 2 more Tingle statues. Speaking of Tingle, he has Greg, the classic. Make you pay 201 rupees for 1 rupee. And then a shield on the gunboat, which might be required with that angular path. Could be just the peak chest though.
And we're gonna be catching a thief in the act, attempting to steal a bottle or whatever's actually in the.
Yeah.
Wait, was that a spiky this time around again?
I think that was a spiky on Rick's side, yeah. So might have to come back later with fire and ice arrows to grab that spiky chest.
Could you imagine if Creep was also required?
That would be a crowd favorite check to be required, I think, yeah. Okay, first check of the
there's
seed is a piece of cheese.
Already starting off with a strong start.
Yeah, so both runners kind of doing very similar route. It looks like, Rick blasting through those hints in Rick fashion and taking the time here on Windfall to start to note them down. Whereas Jazz kind of slowly went through them and can just focus on the nighttime routing here.
Skipping cutscenes with storage, always appreciated.
Yeah, that's an interesting one to skip with storage because Mila actually moves still during the cutscene. So you're not saving really much time as far as the Mila cycle goes. It does let you do like more stuff, I guess. But
I think he was just trying to farm some cash here, set up for other things.
Yeah, great.
Now is a good time to do it.
Ooh, the red on Jasnix's side and the pot there. That's nice. I don't think. Oh, okay. Normally Rick just like baits the audience by not breaking the pot or throwing it in the water, but throwing the pot there and getting a green rupee.
Catching a thief in the act.
Mm-hmm. The last place that she thinks you will be is on the stairs, but can just talk to her through the stairs, and she gives you a bit of blood.
That's just a wee bit worrying. Just
There
a
we
wee
go.
bit.
We do have Vampire Advo in the chat. Maybe a little shout out to Advo. All right, now we got Maggie. You can see that the runners use the storage there to store the upper House of Wealth door and opening the cafe bar door to teleport right into there. Saving some time.
Saving the walking. Yep. Ooh, spiky.
Moblin's letter, nice.
Storing it in her own house. She didn't even read
Yeah.
it.
Maybe her dad took it from the postman and just kind of hid it away.
Oh yeah,
Didn't trust
yeah,
the postman
I can
to hang
see
on
it.
to it.
I mean, considering their interaction, yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing that would have been funnier is if she just gave it to you outright.
That would be funny, especially since we can't give it back to her, since we don't have the delivery bag yet. We'll see when we get that. But right now that letter
Yeah.
is useless to us. And yeah, we're going to talk to Miss Marie. That's necessary to start the hide and seek quest during the day. You don't have to talk to her at night, but you just may as well while you're routing Windfall.
Yep, and we got a free tingle regardless if he has stuff or not.
Yeah. It is required. You know, sometimes runners will put off Windfall so long that they actually have all the tingle statues, and then they go to Ankle, and he's not giving him anything because you have to free tingle first. So.
Yep, I learned that out the hard way. Speaking of which.
Oh, nice. There we go. So yeah, hard required tingle to get Ankle there. Also a joy pendant too. So in these settings, we have one spoils check on, which is the one joy pendant check on Miss Marie. So that's a nice little joy pendant to get, just so that you don't have to worry about farming a joy pendant from a book goblin later.
Yeah. We don't know if he'll spread joy yet, but
yeah. We also didn't take note of what their random starting item is. I don't see anything, so maybe it's Ghost Ship Chart. It needs to be an item. Yeah, okay.
It is.
So Jazz just checked. It needs to be an item that opens a check sphere 0, or as a sphere 0. So it can't be like a piece of mail. So if you don't see anything, it's almost certainly the Ghost Ship Chart. And yeah, Rick's gonna head over to
doing
now.
Yep, and Jasnix is doing daytime stuff.
Yeah, an interesting decision because by changing it to day, the Ghost Ship will no longer be at Crescent. But also, you know, Rick's maybe not realizing that he has Ghost Ship Chart. It can be a little spooky to do Ghost Ship Chart with just the baby sword, but also Great Sea's Path, so you know you should at least check it.
Or at least peek it, yeah.
Yeah.
Mother and child aisle, nothing. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, just a quick check.
We are going to offset now. Or outset.
Yeah, outset.
It would have been funny if they just renamed it to offset instead.
Yeah. I think it is renamed in the most recent mod by VSC, the Goose mod. I think he did rename a couple islands on the map. So.
Oh my god. And that is a piece of cheese. Wait, that is the same piece of cheese that Rick got.
Yeah, just during the day this time. Looks like Rick will not go for Len's door cancel, maybe waiting for the Picto to ensure that he doesn't orphan Pompion Vera.
Yeah, because they got the Picto box and they kind of did that and got that leaf.
Yeah. It's a fair decision to put it off, I think, regardless, but especially without a Windfall path this seed, you know, there's less kind of excuse to push Windfall checks right now.
Yeah, it just happened to be pretty unlucky. But I mean, rando do be rando.
Yeah.
You can't predict what it's gonna do.
Alright, yeah, Rick's just trying to fish for some items here on outset. Nothing quite yet. Gonna roll clip
Getting
into
the roll clip.
Jaboons. Yeah.
I
You'll have to
still
come
need to
back later.
practice it for consistency.
Yeah, it's good to
This-
practice.
Oh, that's a spiky.
It's good to practice your roll clip timings because that's the same timings as the storage. Oh, grappling hook in Jaboon's cave. That's a nice item to get.
Yep.
Can't
Let's
quite
see
go into
what's
DRC
here.
yet, but once we the
Oh,
double
double
spiky.
spiky.
You'll love to see it. Come on, put a
There's a
picto
piece
here.
of cheese. Picto, please.
Oh,
Bow.
bow. Okay, that's pretty good.
Oh, and there's a
good.
wallet.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
That could be path.
That could be path, yeah. We'll have to check the mail in a little bit here. Looks like Rick's gonna sail away first, though. Maybe head to... Oh, no. Where we go? DRI? No, Forest Haven. Interesting. We have Cliff Plateau and Bird's Peak dead, which is why the runs didn't start with that opener. But maybe Rick's gonna go for... Oh, maybe just going... Not sure. The shard on the on hide and seek though, on Ivan there.
Pretty fast this time around. And see what the wallet is. Nothing.
Okay, it's not the
Well,
wallet.
that's.
Ooh,
Oh my
delivery
god! There's
bag.
the delivery bag.
Yeah, so now we just kind of hang out here on Outset or Windfall for a bit. Grab the town flower, hand in moblins. Looks like Rick's gonna head to Angular. It was hitting the path to Helmarock. What you would want to see here is probably the bombs. That would be nice. The last thing you want to see is a brown chest, because it means you will have to double dip for the cave
With the
chest.
mirror shield.
Yeah. Bombs
Well,
would
we'll
also
see
allow
in a
Rick
little
to go
bit.
into DRC. Looks like it was spiky if Rick's gonna continue here.
I mean, bombs did lock the grapple hook as well, so.
Yeah. But yeah, Jasnix whipped that bow from Lenzo's. You know, if Jazz follows a similar route to Rick here, we'll have a bow for DRC, which can be pretty big.
Oh my god.
Okay. Well,
Oh
now
my
Rick also
god.
has a bow.
What if then this is like a picto box?
Oh, yeah, and then Rick will have fire and ice arrows. That could be a big advantage for Rick then. Especially if Pompey and Vera is something. Interesting. Well, Rick's gonna head over to the Octo Fairy here, who will give us a hint after you beat the Octo for a random item in the seed. Yeah, it's completely random. It could be an item that was already hinted. A
Jeez.
shard on Cyclos. We have
Oh my
four
god, we
on
already have
Jasnix.
half of them.
Yeah.
And I think there's one hinted as... Yeah, there's one hinted on Big Pig.
Yeah. Which we are just power bracelets and tingle statue away from. The salvage core here. Oh!
Leaf!
Leaf.
Oh
That's
my god.
probably the path.
Yep, more than likely.
Yeah, that's really nice because it's a good thing that Rick didn't do Ghost Ship, I guess, because you know now you have the leaf, assuming that he does a salvage core first, but having the leaf for Ghost Ship is really nice. And Jazz is gonna head over to Outset here, so probably we'll find that Fire and Ice arrows and see what he goes to from there. Could go to Fire Mounted since that was path.
Oh my god, the cabana deed on the mailbox has iron boots that are possibly required.
Okay. Yeah, iron boots are only logical for the Ice Ring Inner Cave here, which had that possibly required bottle, which is only likely possibly required for DRC.
Yep.
And I'm sure we'll find another way to get into DRC before that. So,
Oh, yeah, 100%.
but that's good to know. I think there was a spike up there on the rock, but we're gonna check the wind shrine first. I was gonna buy that wallet, which we know was nothing, just a heart piece, not the iron boots.
Yeah, but it makes sense because it's a potential path.
Hmm. Oh, the chest and rock was nothing? Okay, never mind.
Well, it's something. It's storage opportunity, and
Oh,
there's a bottle.
there's the bottle, yeah. So if Rick really wanted to, he could just go into DRC now. Um, but he's just gonna opt to leave. Very sensible choice. Could look for a couple more items before going into DRC.
Like, I know if Jasnix gets this stuff, then he'd probably make his way over.
Mhm.
Because, I mean, having that leaf is super handy.
Yeah.
Speaking
Leaf
of
so
leaf,
grapple. Yeah, Rick now with that leaf on Salvage Core can do most of the checks here on Popper. There is also the Wizrobe Cave, which I don't think any runner will really consider for a while.
yeah. You know, Jasnix actually has the opportunity to peek the Angular Cave.
That's true, yeah. That's that could be quite important to know.
And we are getting raided by ZeldaSpeedRuns too.
Welcome on in, Raiders. Hope the restream went well. We are game 3 of a Wind Waker randomizer winner bracket finals here between Jazz and Rick Schmidty. And it's looking like it's gonna be a close race again. Jazz is gonna head over to Horseshoe here since he does have that leaf when Rick did not. Can just grab these 2 checks. Probably will also do
spiky.
Diamond Step 2. A
Spoils bag.
Okay. Yeah, Rick, we'll have to save warp out. I think the other chest behind the rock was spiky too, so might have to come back in to grab that.
And we also got a joy pennant earlier too, so
Yeah, and Rick
once he
hasn't done
gets
the daytime stuff on Windfall, so can just do
yeah.
all that together.
We're about to see what's in golf. And I don't think the cave was hinted, so
No, I don't believe. Oh,
ooh, spiky boy.
yeah.
So it was a spiky on the on the grapple wall. I thought it might have been the case, but it's not the easiest to see.
Yeah, looks like it's shaping up to be a decently loaded paw print.
It's
Okay.
rip.
Din's Pearl. It does have a nice use where it freezes the lava in front of DRC. So.
Oh,
That's
I
kinda
did not
nice.
know that.
Yeah. Rando used to have that behavior and then it was removed quite a while ago. And now it was reintroduced for season 7.
And it's another piece of cheese. That is
Wow.
5, actually 6 known now.
Yeah. So we're getting pretty close to that Hyrule access. I think Jazz is looking to store the chest here for a Diamond Step. Just gonna grab storage off this very short ledge here.
Right, because this Isle of Steel that was foolish this time around.
Oh, he talked to the. No, he has storage again. Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So if you cancel out of a text box while you have control of Link, you actually get storage. So
Again.
he has storage back.
Yeah.
Well, much of a fast.
It's kind of
getting
that same
storage again,
feeling of like what happens in Twilight Princess.
That's good. Just a little time loss. Not too bad. Wonder what the spiky is. Probably gonna be the hook shot or something, you know, just a classic. Store the item that you need.
We'll find out in a bit.
Yeah, meanwhile, Rick's gonna collect his Cyclo shard here, and I would expect him to go back to Windfall at this point. Hard to say.
Well, we'll find out. When he eventually pauses, like opens up the item menu.
Yeah, I would imagine Jazz will also do Ghost Ship here, since he does have that leaf. I don't know, Rick's gonna head over to Greyfish here for the
Well,
one
we know
check.
it's not a sword or a shield.
Oh, nice little movement here on Jasnix's side for Diamond Step with just a leaf. Okay, well, I said that, and now he's struggling a little bit, but...
Shenanigans.
Yeah, this is a cool little movement here. But
Oh, we got onto the steering wheel. Okay, I gotta learn that.
yeah. Alright, what's gonna be in here? Maggie's letter.
letter.
Okay. Jazz can take care of that on his return trip. Oh,
And it looked like the other item was dead.
I think we're seeing a DRC dip here on Rick's side. Oh, it was Picto that was stored. Interesting. Okay. So that puts that Fire and Ice in logic now.
Yep.
The grapple's
Yeah,
still out of logic though, because no bombs. We'll have to see where that ends up being. Oh, it's nothing on Ghost Ship. That's nice.
Yep.
Yeah, not sure why Rick didn't peek it earlier. Maybe just forgot to consider having Ghost Ship chart. But even if he doesn't remember the entire seed, it won't be an issue since it's nothing. Alright, Jasnix is gonna clean up some overworld checks. When will Jazz go to... Okay, this could be the DRC dip, so I'm not gonna go to Angular to grab those Fire and Ice arrows. Of course he doesn't know they're there, but...
It's not like a
would've
big deal right now.
Yeah. It's definitely nice, you know, if you can do the Secret Cave here and Fire Mountain, which was hinted path after DRC, but... I mean, there could just be a bow in DRC or something.
Yeah,
we
Rick
saw
has
Ghost
not.
Ship.
Yeah, Rick did not do Ghost Ship peak yet. Jasnix did.
Yeah, I'm not even sure Rick knows he has Ghost Ship chart. It's on his tracker, so it is probably the hardest thing to remember for starting item now, because you don't see it. It's very not obvious.
But I mean, we do got an early dungeon that we can just outright full clear, so.
Yeah.
It's not super worrying. Like, ideally, having a bomb bag would be nice so that we could do this faster, but no complaint otherwise.
Yep. And you can see here with Jasnix not having Dinspearl, it also makes the wind here not calm, I guess. So it's a little bit more to deal with, but
I'm making that look easy.
Yeah. And I got both runners in DRC.
We just gotta steal a sword.
Yeah. Unfortunately, a spin attack doesn't break the boards. Alright, so got the only other key that we need from DRC, and we can just go backwards. But alright, pick up the free heart container, why not?
Yeah, I mean, any extra hits you can take are good.
Yeah, oop. Don't need that water jug though.
Maybe he was thirsty.
It's a lot of water to chug.
I mean, We are in a volcano, so it is kind of dry.
Yeah, that's true. Waiting for the lava to rise there. I'm not really sure what causes it to not do anything sometimes. Might be just random or something.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
Mhm.
All I know is game does funny stuff.
Using the bow there, but not knocking the bokoblin off the platform. Just gonna leave him for later. Means that he will probably have to just stay up here. The bottom chest is spiky then. Lose a little time, but it's nothing. I can't just
It's
keep going.
nothing. We don't have to worry about if it's spiky or not.
Yeah, it's just going backwards. With the advantage of having the bow to shoot down the platform. It's always faster to go backwards in DRC because falling
Yep,
is a lot faster than climbing ladders. So.
true. The only thing that kind of sucks is if you don't stop yourself falling just short.
Yeah.
Because breaking your legs is definitely a lot slower than walking.
That's true, yeah. Alright, nothing on the mini boss chest either, so. Just gonna get inside here, open the work pot, and do all the checks. Looks like a spiky on the right. And we're gonna check the dungeon secret here. I don't know what that is, honestly. It looks golden. Is it a shard?
Yeah.
Or a tingle statue? I don't know.
Maybe it's
Oh,
either.
we're gonna use a telescope to zoom in a bit. Let's see.
It
Okay,
is a
it's a
piece of
shard.
cheese.
Okay.
You can just grab that later on your way back.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a big deal. Might have to do BK skip, but that's also not a big deal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Very straightforward. The big key skip. You even have 2 chests to use in case you mess up with one.
Yep.
Just can't grab those arrows. Getting a little low on arrows. Arrows are kind of the tricky resource to manage in Season 7 because they can get used quite a bit.
I mean, they burn a lot They burn through arrows a lot faster in Wind Waker than in most other games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, we got Spiky here in the pot room. Still looking for those bombs, which put grapple in logic, but.
Oh,
And
is
the
this a hook shot?
Okay, so no morph hover. Now Rick is going to go for the machete here, because you can, in Season 7, now take enemy weapons through doors. This was not an option previously. Now you can just take this over to the boarded wall here in the dark room. So previously we would have to use storage to get it around, but no more. You can also take the
That
burning
is.
stick, but you can also burn the ropes on the bridge. And that can not be good if you're. It can also just burn out as
Yeah,
well.
Link can't fly most of the time.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, just some fun Season 7 tech. We got a key chest there, a brown chest there. I think there was a key chest in the boarded up, so that's 2 other keys counted for. So we're just missing 1 more key, which may or may not be the boss key.
Yeah, if it's a boss key, then relatively easy skip.
Hmm. Yeah. So if you're hoping that this is the key, not a key chest, so that you know that the big key chest is a key, you
And
can skip
ideally,
that
you'd be
chest.
hoping for a spiky.
Yeah, but it looks like it was just a brown
Okay,
chest. So we can skip the big key chest, knowing that it's a key of some sort. And big key skip, grab our shard from the pot, and
yep.
beat Goma. In 1 dip this time for Rick. Oh, Jazz is going to
Yeah.
go for the storage strat here that we're kind of talking about. Gets it, very clean. Nice first try storage there on Rick's side to store this chest. Grab the shard.
And then we just do Link's most powerful ability, phasing through doors and walls.
Yeah. Can pick up a fairy first for Grandma. Oh, go and get this side. I've never gone this side, honestly. Probably
I
doesn't
should
matter.
learn that side as well.
Yeah. Alright, what do we store? Nothing that I can tell.
Yeah, I didn't get a
What
good look at it
sword?
either.
Does he have a shield? No, no shield.
No sword.
Yeah, well, let's see. He did store something, so.
Maybe it's the last Tingle statue.
It could be, yeah.
Could be a piece of cheese for all we know.
Yeah, it wasn't a bow, unfortunately, though, so Rick can't go to Fire Mountain here, which is path to Jalhalla. That path could just be a mirror shield, which if Angular Cave is nothing, will probably be not required, but...
Yeah, we'll find out at some point.
Yeah, maybe we'll get to see it on Jasnix's side, because he's not too far behind Rick here. About to enter Goma fight.
Although the difference is they have slightly different bows.
Yeah.
Bringing up a fairy for Grandma, always appreciated.
Yeah, going left side here. The kind of standard side, I guess. But as Rick showed, it doesn't matter which side you choose. Alright. There is Goma done for Rick. Now contemplating which checks to do next here. Woodfall Daytime is still something for Rick, but no Picto, so might continue to put it off for now.
Yep. Let's see, what's on the heart container? Nothing.
Nothing, yep. So I noticed that I think Jazz didn't grab that heart container. The free heart container. Sitting at 3 hearts still.
Yeah.
See that
I mean,
ends
it
up happening.
doesn't really matter too much in this game.
No, yeah, as long as you don't die, then it doesn't matter.
Yeah, hearts don't really matter too much in TP either. Especially since when you game over, you just get put back into the room that you died in.
Yeah. Alright, Rick, where are you going? Still gonna put off a Windfall here. Gonna go for the Horseshoe into Diamond Step route, which will net him the Picto on Horseshoe.
Yep.
Oh, I'm gonna save Grandma as well, of course.
Yeah, of course, you gotta save Grandma. She's the MVP of every seed.
That is true, yeah. Surefire ways to not worry about dying is just to have soup with you.
And it always stays warm in your pocket.
Oh, looks like he realizes he has Ghost Ship chart now. Let's see if we can peek at what he has in inventory. I don't see anything. So...
Yeah.
One day we'll figure it out.
Really the thing that makes it the most difficult for trackers. Storage.
Yeah, I don't see it on Jazz's side either. Double check. So it's probably either Tingle Statue, Shard. No to Mom. It's this. Oh!
Oh, wait. I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice either.
Oh, wow. Yeah, no, Rick has power bracelets. So...
Yeah, and so does Jasnix.
Yeah.
I just noticed.
Good call.
I mean, they blend so well with the tunic. You'd almost think that they're cuffs.
Yeah. Oh, and a sword here. That's really nice from Grandma.
Thank you, Grandma.
Yeah, no.
As if giving one sword wasn't enough. She decided to give
true.
you the second one. We are seeing Wizrobe Cave on Jasnix's side.
That's kind of spooky.
Oh my
'Cause,
god, it's
10
not
arrows.
very... Yeah, we're probably going to get a lot of minions.
Yeah, I mean, Jazz will just have to use the hook shot, I guess, which is going to be quite slow. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it makes sense that you want to do it on your paw print dip, but man,
Yeah.
this is slow. Hook shot it requires 4 hook shot hits to kill a Wizrobe. And there's 6 Wizrobes, so
It's a lot of hookshot usages.
yeah. So definitely wanna, if you're cheering for Jazz here, definitely want this to pay out, because there's a good chance Rick will do this check a lot quicker.
He is switching between the two, at least.
Yeah, may as well use up all the arrows that you can. Get that last hit
It
in
makes
with
more
the
sense
zone.
to do the arrows here so that you can speed up the... You can't let them summon.
No, yeah. You let this one summon it. He only summons morphs, which are very easy to take out. Oh, it is spiky. Okay.
Is it worth it, though? Is it worth it? We'll find out.
No to mom.
Maybe.
Okay. Yeah. Hard to say. Especially since we know Mailbox has Iron Boots as seed. So if this just leads to Iron Boots, it's a very useless item.
Well, the difference is that these wizards don't trigger a cutscene.
True, they just trigger additional combat fights. Which are worse than cutscenes, honestly.
You could skip the fights. You just can't skip
That's
cutscene.
true.
Well, you could skip the second cutscene, but not the first one. Truly, the final enemy of every speedrun. Cutscenes.
Alright, so now that Rick has picked though, he will almost assuredly go to Windfall after this. There really is no reason to put it off any longer.
Ooh, that was unfortunate on Rick's side.
Yeah, it's kind of a tricky leaf, honestly.
Nice.
It's quite precise.
You got it, though.
Yep. Alright, gonna peek
But dang.
both chests.
Yeah, only 2 pieces left. And we know where one is, too.
Mm-hmm. This is winner's bracket, so the winner will move on to grand finals. The loser will drop down to the lower bracket finals. And their other opponent has yet to be determined, so stay tuned for those results. Okay, Rick knows he has Ghost Ship chart now, so we'll go and check it. It was nothing though, so.
Yeah, but it's pretty convenient that it's here.
Yeah. It can be tricky, like the red and Ghost Ship chart, or Ghost Ship rather. Especially when some of these islands get hinted barren. You can't find an opportunity to go to them, and then suddenly Ghost Ship is at 5-star or something, and that just sucks.
God. That'd be terrible.
Alright, Rick returning to Windfall here. So the nice thing is that Rick will find the bow from Lenzo. We'll also get to check Pompey and Vera. And once he has those fire and ice, he can do creep. But also he can do the transparent chest, which we saw with Spiky earlier. So that could be a good find. And then probably we'll just maybe go to Fire Mountain and grab whatever item is there.
Yeah. And Jasnix is checking the branch, or at least peeking it. I'll probably peek the island too while here.
Yeah.
It looked like a spike. Oh, it was a brown. Okay.
Yeah, it looked brown. Yeah.
And
A joy pendant.
a pen. It gives no joy.
Yeah. Only gives joy to Miss Marie. And I guess the
She was
killer bees,
probably
too,
the one who named it.
Probably, yeah. Isn't she part of like the Joy Pendant Association or something? That's like her whole thing.
Yeah, I think so.
That makes you wonder why the bokoblins are the ones that hang on to those. Yeah, the Joy Pendant fan club.
Maybe they were just born with them.
Maybe, yeah. That's a weird thing to be born with. Joy pendants. I guess they didn't name them. Yeah, they could be called something else in the enemy world.
Yeah. Or maybe Ganondorf assigns them to Bokoblin specifically. Why? Why not?
True.
Oh, Mini Blin's cave.
Yeah. With
The
just a
most
hook
cursed
shot.
of cursed enemies.
It's not the worst thing in the world to use hook shot, but it is slower than the bow. Shorter range, of course, as well. So these guys can be a little annoying. Oh. Alright, nice.
They're the
Gets
things that
one.
you hear in your nightmares.
Yeah, can't wait until we can randomize these sound effects and then you get some really wacky mini blend sounds. Then
Yeah.
the current mini blend sound won't sound so bad. But there's the fire and ice for Rick, and he's gonna continue on and grab Pumpkin Vera. I like how Jazz opened that brown chest. He's looking for arrows, I think. Or yeah, he's looking for arrows so he can do the Octo Fairy. That is why. But I don't know if mini blends actually drop arrows in their little orbs.
Now
But
we
yeah,
are getting a
he's not gonna be able
scandal.
to do. Not gonna be able to do the Octo Fairy here on Jazz's side. Alright, just some money from the Gossip Girls this time.
Some hush money.
But now we're also gonna be able to see the spoils check here on Miss Murray.
And it looks like the cave check was nothing.
Okay. So that's good info for Jazz. Rick doesn't know that, so might return here again at some point. Probably when he goes for boating course.
There's fire dice for Jasnix.
Fire and ice, but no arrows to his name, so he's gonna have to leave and get him. Oh wait,
He
no,
has 10.
arrows. Oh, what? Where did he get 10 arrows from? I completely missed
Might
that.
have been a drop.
Maybe, yeah. Alright, well that's good, because now you can go do Ice Ring. He's not going to do the Combat Cave, since that's a bottle that we already have, but 2 checks. Light arrows like to be on this outer chest here, I swear. Looks like not today, though. Yeah, we got a plethora of new checks here on Rick's side. Starting with the Joy Pendant check, which is the Tingle statue that gives us bait bag for the last shard.
Yep. And
So-
since
well,
we
not
have
the
the
last
bracelets
shard,
already,
Mm-hmm.
that is basically looking for one shard at this point.
Yeah, so Rick can go grab that right before Earth Temple, so he'll basically be in go mode when he picks that up. Looks like Spiky here on Ice Ring. Is this our light
Yep.
arrows?
No.
Not
Banana.
quite. Yeah.
Got a delightful dose of potassium, but that's about it.
Yep. Alright, we got the the Maggie's letter cutscene here. And Jazz is gonna head south to the Octoferry here. Grab that. Cabana Deed, was Private Oasis hinted anything? No, right? So there could be checks in Private Oasis as well. It's a pretty dense location, but no hammer for the cave yet. It's also very infamously a unhinted barren location too.
But that boomerang will at least save on arrows.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of balanced, you know, like using arrows here faster, but, or I mean, it could be faster if you have decent aim, but then you're using arrows, and you might need to restock arrows at some point, which will take time, so just gotta find that balance. Alright, Rick picking up the town flower. I don't think Jazz has even traded the town flower yet, so we haven't seen that check yet.
Nope.
Just a heart piece on the postman check. I assume we will see Creeb shortly.
Yeah, I can see that.
Definitely want to go for that spiky chest on transparent.
And I learned that, yeah, this is actually hook-shotable. I did not know that.
Yeah. It's pretty wacky because you're kind of hook-shotting it through something, which is a little whack, but that's just how Wind Waker is sometimes. A little wacky.
Yeah, things that you don't expect that you could hook onto are things you can, and things you expect you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a tradition in Legend of Zelda games.
Oh, Rick kind of struggling with this shot here. Oh, misses the kind of point blank one, and now is hopefully gonna get it this cycle.
Oh, no.
That's a little rough. That's a bit of a tilter. Can't even get back up on that one. Needs to go to this one. Oh.
Uh-oh. No.
Okay.
Oh, it's unfortunate. He has to go from the
Yeah.
bottom.
That is rough. And while Jazz gonna cheese this combat cave, you can light all 4 torches and then go through a door, and the door will just be unlocked because the game just checked for the lit torches.
Yeah, it doesn't even check if you killed the enemies.
Brown chest though, so can I head over to Fire
Unfortunate.
Mountain now?
Let's see what
Creeb.
Creeb has.
Come on, light arrows.
And
Ah.
not for
Dang.
two, not 2 for 2 this time. That's unfortunate.
That's rough. Alright, Jazz gonna head over to Pathfire Mountain, whereas Rick is gonna go check the spiky chest here. Again,
Yeah.
Path for Jahala could just be a shield, which is pretty pointless, I would think.
Oh my god.
Alright, so turn around and go to Manenko now.
Yep.
You could, I guess,
Or not.
wait. Okay, no, never mind. Oh, gonna buy arrows.
Oh yeah. That makes sense. This game loves eating arrows.
Yeah, could go trade the town flower now, I suppose, and then come back and do Manenko Zanari.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Gonna go to Wizrobe Cave. Nope, just kidding. He's gonna go to...
Oh my god.
Where's he going?
No! No, Jasnix is getting bullied by the bird.
Gotta hit the bird back a bit. Okay, makes it. Okay, I don't know where Rick is going. I think he also didn't know where he was going because he wanted to go pop print, but was sailing north to Crescent. Oh no,
Oh.
Jess! That's unfortunate.
Well, we'll find out what path is in just a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, still the hero sword on Jasnix's side. No grandma saved yet.
Yep.
All right.
He's got parry. This could just be hammer.
It could be hammer, yeah. Nah,
Nope.
it's just the
It's
shield.
the worst
Okay.
one.
Yeah, with angular being nothing, and you can just skip mirror shield entirely through go mode ET. And you can actually skip all the shields entirely in season 7 because you can reflect light arrows in the Gandalf fight using the hammer, which we do have to
We gotta
get somewhere during
find.
the seed. Yeah. So you can skip both shields this seed. But of course Jazz doesn't know what's where, so.
Yeah, and if he did, if he knew where everything was, that would be cheating.
Yeah. Yeah, if you know where anything is, that would be cheating. Other than the hints, I guess. And
Yeah, other than
logic
the hints.
deduction. Yeah.
And logic deduction.
What? Oh, he doesn't have money. Oh no.
Oh
That's
my
a
god.
classic.
Apparently,
no.
Gorons don't like poor people in this game. And in
Rip.
Twilight Princess, they don't like people until you save them.
That is rough. That's an easy thing to forget, though, for sure. Money is such a
100%.
rarely required thing in Wind Waker, you know? Like, and when you
In
do
most
need
Legend
it,
of
it's
Zelda
like,
games,
yeah.
There's like a set amount that you really need to do all the checks that you need, and then sometimes there's something extra that comes in. It's like, oh, no, you gotta buy this. There's the Tingle statue for Jasnix, so that's basically Big Pig whenever.
Yeah, Rick's gonna do the checks that Jazz was doing. Jazz is gonna do the checks that Rick did. Both of them kind of struggled a little bit with those checks. Rick struggling to light the lighthouse, and Jazz falling in the lava and struggling with the bird at Fire Mountain.
But classic Rando, where they swap places and do things.
Yep. Yeah, so I don't know if one runner really has an advantage over the other right now.
The only thing I could even think of is that Jasnix knows what the wath is now, or the path is now, and Rick has that sword on Grandma.
Yeah. But Jazz can easily get that sword when he goes for a Big Pig.
Yep. So it is not a big deal.
We're still missing the bombs. Bombs gave us grapple logically, so.
It has to be somewhere before grapple.
Yeah. And
They could be on Zunari for all we know.
Yeah, now that I think about it, power bracelets were very deep in DRC. We don't know exactly where the keys were, but I would suspect that the power bracelets are also grapple locked, so they're behind bombs. So bombs should be somewhere that is fairly in logic, like Zunari, like you say. Can it really be anywhere else? Oh. Could be the
I don't know.
waterfall on Cabana, maybe.
Oh, that's a possibility too. Yeah.
Yeah, but if you're looking for bombs, I would prioritize Zunari and Cabana.
Yeah. Jasnix does need the money, but we are going to be getting some of that extra sweet, sweet cash.
Yeah, the easiest way to get cash, just talk to Ankle. You also start with 3 Tingle statues, so if you're ever in dire need of 150, you can't just talk to Ankle without having all the statues. He will give you 50 for every statue you collect.
Yep. Money would probably matter a bit more if there was a combo rando for Twilight Princess and Wind Waker.
I would love that.
I'd definitely play through it.
If you could stick all the Zeldas into one combo rando, that'd be amazing.
I'd 100% play that.
Not only would I play that, I would convince my multi-world team to play as a multi-world. And I'm sure they would agree to do it. Alright, bait bag on Rick's side. Probably not gonna use that immediately since we probably don't need a shard. Oh my goodness, that's a big eyeball. What? In the chat.
Yeah, we do have Zelda 1, Zelda 2. We have like a lot of combo randos.
Yeah.
Just the ultimate Zelda rando.
Mhm. One day
Although
the technology will be there.
switching games would probably be the hardest part.
Yeah. You'd probably just need a very simple, like, button combo
menu.
that you press. Yeah. Oh, there's the bombs.
Oh, there's the bombs on Zenari.
Yeah. Makes sense. It had to be in logic. Bombs only gives us a mail check and access to Phantom Ganon, which Jazz cannot do yet since he doesn't have that sword from Grandma, but Islet's dead. I mean, it does put into logic everything like Bomb Island and such, but alright, Jazz is gonna go do Pompey and Vera. This was me, I'd probably just orphan it because gotta commit at that point, but I respect clearing it.
And he made it look like super easy to get to too. It wasn't like waiting on that windmill.
Yeah. Which you will have to turn on at one point anyways, for the transparent chest check. Actually, no, you don't. Right? You can actually just light the lighthouse without turning on the windmill if you just want that check and you want to randomly orphan Creeb. But
Oh my goodness, that would be one heck of a play there.
yeah. Yeah. It'd be interesting though to have Creeb as like a location hint, I guess. And that could be a thing. If you know Creeb is nothing. Alright, speaking of nothing, the reward from the Gospels.
That sorely needed cash injection.
Alright, Rick is gonna lose some time here because he's gonna go to Angular and check the cave, which we saw on Jazz's side, who was able to check everything in one go.
Yeah, unfortunately, we know it's dead.
Yeah, and so Rick, let's see, just trying to tally up what checks each runner has over the other. Rick has Grandma Mail. Jazz has the Zunari trading. I think that's it.
Yeah.
So.
And in this case, the Zunari one is definitely going to help a bit more on Jazz's side. Because you could just route in Grandma with Big Pig and now Bomb Mail.
Oh, Ice Ring. Rick has that Ice Ring yet. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess Jazz would have a little lead here.
And we still haven't checked the Deluxe Picto box. Okay, so that's Bomb Mails.
Not. That's funny. There, this could be just Iron Boots since I was hinted in the mailbox. No, it's a heart container though. Jazz now at 5 hearts. There's Bitomon Mail. What other mail checks do we have?
Is Tingle Mail check available?
It was hinted a green rupee, but I guess we have Arrow
Okay.
Mail, right? So Arrow Mail is probably Iron Boots.
Yeah, I could see that.
So yeah, don't have to check the mailbox after beating Helmarock, I guess. Well, Jazz will since he needs to save Grandma still, but. There's the Boomerang for Rick on Ice Ring. Not going to go for the Combat Cave because it is junk.
Yep.
Jazz going to go for the immediate Manenko check since he already has everything else done basically. Oop, taking 2 pictures, or no, just taking 1.
You just missed, and it was nothing.
Nothing. Where's Rick going now? Looks like he's going north to Cabana. Maybe we'll do Bomb Island as well afterwards. Couple of new checks here. We're looking for a hammer now. And that will let us full clear Forsaken Fortress. And then,
We're seeing, oh, that's a spiky up there.
yeah. I mean, hammer would be really nice because then you just do Cabana here. Otherwise, you need to decide whether or not you want to do hammerless Cabana at this point.
Well, if we do, it's an opportunity for me to learn something. Oh, that is all pieces of cheese known.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
now
Hyrule
there's
is
a
on the
reason.
table.
And now there's more of a reason to actually rush Big Pig even though you're not in Go, because that is an additional check in Hyrule. Alright, Chad's gonna go for the needle rock checks here, starting with the gunboat, which was hinted? Question mark?
Yeah, it's the shield. The
Oh,
other
okay.
shield.
Okay,
Oh, he's going for mirror shield here.
that's fair. It does, it's nice to have. So yeah, Rick has 7 shards, gonna check Bomb Island now. Hunting for that hammer. Still missing a bow and 2 swords now. That's a decent amount of items.
Yeah.
Could all be in a Forsaken Fortress though.
Yeah, pretty easily. Oh my goodness. Oh, you definitely want to take this opportunity to get arrows in here.
Yeah, for sure. Looks like it's
Oh,
a
that's a
spiky on Bomb
spiky.
Island. Here we go, everyone's favorite island. You see Rick's also kind of running low on arrows as well. Use the ice arrows to stun the magtails here.
Better for us to stun them than to wait for him
Oh.
to stun themselves.
Misses that shot, but no big deal. Nothing on Needle Rock. Just to re-exit because he needs to unlock the fire ring there, or unless he peeked it. He might have peeked it, I guess. I didn't see.
And a sword.
Okay. Another sword. So we're just missing 1 sword, 1 bow on restream here.
And we do have Hyrule open.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we're missing hammer too, of course. That's the one thing. Now, where
I mean,
could it
logically, sure.
be? Mm-hmm.
But we could just skip it.
Oh, we need it for Helmer Rock.
Oh, true, right.
Yeah.
The Helmarok is
Unfortunately.
like the only thing that we
Yeah.
need it for.
Yeah.
Because
We have Star
apparently that
Island.
helmet is so good it blocks bombs.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not like Link to the Past where you can blow it up using bombs.
Yeah, happy 1 hour. A little late, but better late than never.
Yeah. Oh, wait, what's happening?
Wait, there
Jazz
was
is return-
something. Oh, there was
Oh.
something in there, I guess. We
Oh,
might have misjudged it.
maybe. Okay, then this is gonna be extra unfortunate for Rick because he's gonna have to triple dip angular, which is not what you want to see. Jazz gonna go for the newer strats here. Oh, missing that ledge grab.
Well, that's something I can learn now. A little bit faster than what I was trying to do before, so I'll take
Yeah.
that. Oh yeah, it is a spiky.
Okay. Let's see. This is Path to Jalhalla, right? So this could also be hammer. Okay.
Yeah, it's
So
hammer.
there's our hammer. Probably just rush Forsaken Fortress now because it's a bunch of checks. Jazz still needs to find that last shard though. On Bomb Island. No, was it Bomb Island?
Yeah, what?
Or
No,
was
that
it
was a
Cabana?
sword.
Oh, okay.
Cabana, yeah.
Cabana. Okay, yeah. Jazz still without a single sword, actually. So probably not gonna rush tower or rush FF quite yet.
Actually, what I might see him do is go and like do private oasis.
Yeah, full clear it now with the hammer. And if there's something there, then Rick is gonna have to double dip. So a lot of double dipping by Rick.
Yeah, truly unfortunate, but it is what it is.
hmm
But Jad,
Yes.
that's Jasnix getting all the pieces then. There could be a sword here too.
There could, yeah. Alright, Rick now getting the bombs. Basically kind of funneled into a last location here. There are still a couple checks, but now the bomb's gonna go to Neil Rock, get that get the mirror shield. You must have also seen that it was spiky and angular, so probably
Yep.
prioritizing that over something like Star Island. Don't want to worry about Star Island.
Yeah. Don't need to think about it immediately.
Mm-mm. But yeah, I could easily see Rick going immediately to angular, get the hammer, so to go immediately to FF. So, and then I'm not sure what to do from there. Maybe Star Island, but something here for Jazz that could be quite big because I don't know when Rick will come back for this.
Yeah, it's not like a very easy place to get back. Well, it is not a terrible place to get back to, but like you have other things you could be doing.
Yeah, yeah. Alright, upper cabana chest is nothing. Alright, Rick with the mirror shield now.
Oh no.
That's
Attacked
getting a
by a
little robbed.
ferocious
Nothing.
Oh, it's nothing.
Okay, so Rick won't have to return if he has an option to.
Oh, it
Oh,
was
that
a
was
spiky
spiky.
there.
Wait, what? Did Jazz get that? I thought he didn't get that.
You didn't get that.
Okay, that's interesting. I don't. Uh-oh, that could be
It's because
bad.
he was low on arrows.
Yeah, I guess just forgot coming out. Oh, it was hinted Nehru's Pearl. Oh.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, shows you our tracker armor. Keeping us honest here.
That's
Yeah,
right.
so
That
yeah.
makes sense. Well, this is Bomb Island, so Jasnix will be grabbing a sword.
Yeah, finally having a sword. And Rick will probably just beeline to angular here, so we could see both runners in FF at the same time.
Yep, and Jasnix might just do Forsaken Fortress next.
Mm-hmm.
Getting that hammer.
Yeah.
Oh, no!
No!
The RNG dependent the quick stun for this.
Yeah. I think you have to delay pulling out the bomb a little bit. You can't just pull it out right away. Otherwise that will happen. So you do have to take eat a little time loss, I find. Oh, almost falling down there too. Could be very slippery, that path.
And yep, Rick is going to be grabbing that hammer.
Mm-hmm. Nice bomb island here by Jazz though. Rick also gonna go for the new angular strat. Nice, first try, getting the ledge grab.
And there we have it.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, if Jazz goes to FF, which I imagine he will here, he'll be a little ahead of Rick in that regard, but Rick has done angular or grandma mail, which is not a terribly long check, but it is a
The
check.
thing too is that like it's easily routable with Big Pig, so
Yeah. So Jazz does have Cabana done, but it was nothing. So Jazz or Rick could skip that in the end. So,
yeah, it depends on if they
oh,
end up looking for like one item, which in this case would be a sword.
mhm. That's good. It's a close race. Hard to say who's in the lead. I think if it's a full clear, Jazz is in the lead, but Rick could easily skip Cabana this seed. So, in which case, then it's a much closer race.
He already got the item he needed to grab.
So we're gonna see both runners in Forsaken Fortress at the same time. Jazz enters first. Rick only very slightly behind. Oh, nice RNG spawns there on Rick's side to get the ground spawns.
And it is not a spiky boy, so
No.
we don't have to really worry about scumming this.
Yeah. Yeah, now the route now in Forsaken Fortress is quite nice. We just end with that, storing that chest. Nice hammer, or window jump there. And Rick will be right behind. A spiky on the bed here. This oh, are we storing this?
Going for storage for voiding out. It's a bit faster than climbing.
A little bit, but struggling a little bit with the storage makes it less and less worth. You can see Rick is catching up now. Probably just gonna open it. No, also gonna store, but gets it first try. And it wasn't a sword, so maybe he stored lights. I'll have to see.
Yeah.
But yeah, with that little storage struggle there on Jazz's side, Rick is catching up.
And there's nothing in the jail cell.
We are blessed with a raid from Bewildebeest raiding on in. Welcome on in, raiders.
Yeah, doing some Twilight Princess rando practice.
Oh, dang. Yeah, we got some rando over here of our own. The winner bracket finals of the Woodworker Randomizer Season 7 tournament. Jasnix versus Rick Schmidty. This is game 3. Winner moves on to grand finals. Loser falls into the lower bracket, awaiting their next opponent. So yeah, there's a storage spot here. It's very nice because you don't have to deal with the mini blins or bombs even. So you don't need bombs.
Oh yeah, I should learn this route.
Jazz struggling again with the storage, which means Rick overtakes now. Remember, Rick entered Forsaken Fortress second, but he's the first one to make this climb. Struggling a little bit with the climb though, which means Jazz is catching up just ever so slightly. So if we did store lights, we're missing a sword. And the question is now, where is the sword? It could be in Master Chamber. The other options would be Star Island and then somewhere on Rockspire, I think. I think those are the only checks we have remaining. And it's hard to say what the runners will do after this. I think going to Star Island after is maybe probably the correct play, all in all. As much as runners don't like Star Island, you're missing one check, and it could be anywhere, so
Yep. Have you seen what we got yet? I don't think we have.
No. Oh wow, that's interesting on Jazz's side there. Jump slashing Helm Rock, but it didn't hit. Jazz's sword is on Grandma Male, and the last shard is on Big Pig, so he'll probably get those at the same time.
Yep.
The only info we're missing is that last sword. Well, I assume that they stored lights. They could have stored something
Yeah.
else, I guess.
They could have stored something like command melody or something. Oh, wait, no, that was hinted.
Yeah. So they could have stored like a bottle.
Yeah, a bottle too.
Iron boots were hinted in DRI fly around, I believe. Oh no, that was command. Wasn't Iron
No,
boots
it's
hinted?
command melody. Iron boots. They were on the ferry.
Oh right, they were hinted
the-
to be on
the-
a mail check. That's
Yeah,
right.
the ferry. When we freed them, said that Iron Boots was on a mail check.
Mhm. Yeah, which is why Rick should know to not check the mail after this. Tingle Mail was hinted dead. He should have knowledge of the Iron Boots being on a mail check. Jazz will have to check the mail because he has to do Grandma mail check.
Yep.
And interestingly enough, Jazz is going to be the first one to defeat Helmarock, I think.
Yeah, because he did
So
the quick spin strat, whereas Rick did the fire arrow strat. He was cooking the chicken. He was cooking Leghorn Foghorn, whereas Jasnix was doing what the dog does best, hitting them.
Yeah, so there are lights on Jasnick's side we saw, and also on Rick's side. Oh, Rick pulled out the fire arrows, and you could have seen it. I bet I missed
Yeah.
it. All right, so
Yeah.
just missing a sword.
Yep.
All right, Star Island
And there is
question mark?
Hyrule on the table.
Hyrule on the table. Oh, divergence here. Jazz is gonna go for Star. Rick is gonna go for Rock
Great fish.
Spire. Yeah. So this could be it, honestly. This could be the decider right here.
Yep.
Because Rick didn't choose Cabana, which we know is that he chose instead Rockspire, which is 2 checks. So, you know, mathematically, Rick has better odds here. 2
Yeah.
checks opposed to 1.
Of course,
But-
we know that doesn't always matter. It just can be in Star for all we know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but whoever finds the sword first.
Is probably going to be taking it home, at least for the winners finals. There's still the grand finals, which could potentially lead to a rematch.
Yeah, we still have Earth Temple to do. You know, Earth Temple go modes have gone wrong before.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not a very friendly. Oh my god! I think that is just go mode for Rick at this point.
Yeah, that is go mode. He knows the last shard is on Big Pig. He's already done Grandma Mail. So
did he get the bait mail or the bait bag though? He's got to get that.
I think he has the bait bag. He's at outset now, so he probably does have the bait bag. Just needs to buy the bait. Can't forget that.
Yeah, I mean, you got to feed the pig something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nothing for Jazz. You hate to see it. I would have done the same thing on Jazz's side, but it does feel bad because now you're wondering if your opponent did the same or not.
Yep. Oh, he does have it. Okay. So now we just yeet the pig and beat Earth Temple, basically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So if Rick can execute on Earth Temple go mode here and have a very clean high roll.
Oh, he's not eating the pig. He's making him angry. He's making bacon.
Yeah, this is my default nighttime strat, which usually it is nighttime on outset. So I do this more often than yeet, honestly. But I prefer this over side hopping because Rick going for a bit of a swim.
Well, I mean, the pig cooled off a bit. No longer
like,
trying to kill him.
Yeah, looks like Jazz is just gonna get the shard now. Maybe might even check Master Chamber, but he'll probably go
Yeah.
mode Earth Temple at the same time Rick does. But of course, we'll be missing that last sword, so it won't be actually in go mode. All right, there's the completed Triforce on Rick's side. Officially go mode. Even has a nice mirror shield to help out with Earth Temple stuff. You can, I'm pretty sure, get away with not having mirror shield and command melody. You'd probably store the tingle chest.
Yeah, you can get away with
Yeah.
it. I know that
It's
for
slow.
sure.
But it's doable. Alright, here's all the mail. This is Arrow mail, which is Iron Boots, should be.
Yeah.
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 Okay. And then Jazz gonna have to make it night again to get the Groma mail for that sword.
But yeah, it ultimately just came down to that last sword being in Rockspire.
Yeah, yeah. If it was in Star Island, he'd be in the lead for sure.
Yeah, because he
Didn't,
probably would be doing outset stuff right after. Because you know
yeah.
that there's a piece required. The soup is super handy, so.
Yeah, and I would suspect that Rick would have done after Rockspire Cabana since it's 2 checks. So like
Yeah.
Jazz would have had a very strong lead. But that's rando.
Not this time around. Yep. Sometimes the more statistically safe play is really just the play.
Is that a spiky chest? It is. The first check
Oh
of
my
Earth
god.
Temple, which was hinted Baron, is a spiky. Interesting. What could this even be? Ferror's Pearl.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
Yeah, I think that's the only thing it can be. Do we get anything from wallet mail? Maybe. Wallet, maybe. I don't remember getting anything from wallet mail. We will see. Rick is gonna take
Well,
this
we won't
chest
know for a
storage.
while.
Yeah, go all the way to Jawala with it. Yeah, and Jazz is just gonna do Earth Temple here. Just get it done. Not in go mode yet, but you know, that extra sword isn't gonna make Earth Temple any faster.
Yeah. Especially since we have bombs anyway, and it's easier to kill the little pose with bombs.
Yeah. Nice first try roll clip there on Rick's side. Skipping the Songstone. No small key, so can't go the fast way, I guess. Just going through that door. We'll have to go around. Which is a nice thing that you have the mirror shield for, because otherwise you need to do some annoying stuff to get to that door. Nice not hitting the fog as well. Not having to wait for
Dodging
that
the
to
fog
dissipate.
by being in the wall.
Yeah, so this is just a very standard, classic Earth Temple Go mode.
Always appreciated.
Yeah, when I was first introduced to the randomizer, I guess, this is one of the first things that I saw people do, and I thought it was super cool.
Yeah, I saw that was similar to me too. Actually, when I saw that, I was like, "Oh my goodness!" Because doing the dungeon the intended way, man, Nintendo, like whoever thought the design through this dungeon, they definitely did not want you to have too much fun with it.
Alright, so yeah, Rick, clean go mode, just needs to get the big key skip now. Jazz taking out these shoes. Let's see if he stored a wallet. No. So he probably stored
No.
for Rose Pearl. We'll see.
I wouldn't
We'll
be
make a video.
surprised. I was trying to drink soup.
Yeah. Having soup lets you one-hit the pose with the sword. Just pretty nice. You can also take it
Yeah,
all the way
because
to Hyrule.
if you're super lucky, all the way to the top.
Yeah. That'd be wild.
Depends on how the mini blends want to be when you're.
Yeah, I mean, usually you lose soup in phase 3 Papageddon because you use bombs to stun, but you can get away with not using bombs. Or
Like, if you
not
get some really
taking
good
damage.
shots lined up.
Yeah. Alright, roll clip time for Jazz. Gets a first try as well.
Nice.
Nicely done. It's probably the scariest part
'cause-
of Go mode here. That roll clip.
Is actually landing that too.
Now, the nice thing in Season 7 build though is that if you do Void out there doing it, Medley will spawn with you when you respawn. So you can just use Medley and play Earth Gods there because you start with Earth Gods too. Oh, that's a little unfortunate there. Jazz getting a very fast jump slash up, but then hitting the fog. So it has to wait a little bit to climb up here
Yeah.
since you can't climb ledges with chest storage.
Yeah, because your hitbox is a little bit tiny, or at least smaller.
Alright, pretty clean Go mode so far by Jazz.
It's been pretty clean on both ends. So, yeah, making this dungeon look easy.
Yeah. You'll love to see a hinted Baron Earth Temple. Just you get to do this instead of Earth Temple.
Yep.
Alright, Rook entering the warp to Hyrule here at 125-ish. And Jazz still ways to go, unfortunately. That last sword on Rockspire. It's not like he has many options left. I think he basically has to go to Rockspire after this, but still quite a lead for Rick.
Yep. Rick will be waiting for his next opponent for the grand finals. So there is a chance that there's a rematch between him and Jasnix.
For sure, yeah. 4 runners left in the tournament. All 4 of them really, really strong runners. So it is anyone's tournament.
Yep. You know what they say? It ain't over until the fat lady sings. Or I guess Jaboon sings.
Is Jaboon the fat lady?
He is now.
Could be Jalhala too, you know?
Oh, yeah, both of them.
Yeah. Jalhala's got pretty strong lungs, you know, blows fire at you and wind. If anyone's like an opera singer, it'd be maybe Jalhala.
Although I don't know if I want to have a fire breather like in the singing to an audience. What if they let it out while they're singing?
It's okay, they're an expert. Alright, 9 arrows on Rick's side. It's more than enough for now, but you definitely want to refill up before entering Papageddon, because if you go into Papageddon with 9 arrows, then you need a perfect Papageddon fight. Which is doable, I guess. Just don't make mistakes. It's that easy.
Oh my god. Yeah,
Also, Rick has
just
6 hearts.
snipe.
That's a solid number.
Very
Shouldn't have to
healthy
worry.
seed.
Yeah. Should not have to worry about dying. Yeah, Rick had a interesting Puppy fight. He had the thing where in phase 2, the spider phase, you can kind of get stuck above the rafters up
Oh
there.
no.
So
Oh
you
my
need to
god.
move around a bit in order to unstuck him. But if you've never seen it before, you can very easily just kind of stand still and watch. But you actually do need to move around to make sure that
At
he
some
doesn't get
point to
stuck.
free him.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, he'll free himself eventually, but it'll be faster if you move around. And then that race was
Oh my
decided by
god.
like a couple seconds, so.
Oh my god. That would
That's it.
be such the biggest sting in the world for that.
Yeah.
You go in ahead and then you get cursed by yeah, game being game.
Yeah. All right. 24 hours though, more than enough to finish out here. Speaking of finishing, Jazz is grabbing that last sword now on Rockspire, so we'll be go mode right about now. Oh
Yep.
my goodness, that was
As
a
Rick
fast PG one.
as he snipes his tail like crazy.
Yeah.
Almost like it was using keyboard and mouse instead.
He's in gyro aim.
It's got that Wii remote aim.
All right, phase 2. Are we gonna get a stuck pup again and again, or maybe just get an easy double crip to not even have to worry about it?
I want to see either one, but for different reasons.
Oh, missing the double crip hits 2 keys, I think, with light arrows, which is kind of funny. Yeah, so like here, as if I was Rick, I'd just be running around just to make sure that it doesn't get stuck, but it seemed okay. So there's phase 2 done for Rick as Jazz breaks the barrier. Alright, so far I believe Rick's been able to keep his soup buff, but this is where you typically lose it. Gonna go for the bait strats. Oh, not quite.
Wait,
Gotta throw a bomb in.
that actually
Yeah.
works? Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah, if you drop bait, Pup again in phase 3 will come running at it, so you can just drop a bomb. And it's very easy to hit.
Oh
No
my
more bait
god.
though on Rick's
Well,
side.
today I learned something else.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not a strat that I've seen before Season 7. I think it was Gymnast first that pulled it out, and yeah, it's a cheeky little
Because I
strat
knew the
there.
fishing rod strat in like Twilight Princess. So I remember reading up about that one like after release, but yeah, that's the first time I've seen bait strat for that.
Yeah. Yeah, Rick attempting to keep the soup buff there, I think, but unfortunately not being able to keep it, so just gonna lose a little time here to redupe the soup, or drink the soup rather.
Yeah, it's
The
not
rope climb.
duping it yet.
Yeah, should be fine. Shouldn't get hit on Ganon, and even if you do get hit, whatever, you have 6 hearts, you'll be fine.
But it is absolutely crazy how many alternate strats there are for bosses and Ganondorf.
Yeah, that's why I like Caledamos is one of the most interesting fights, even though it's the, like, on paper, the easiest fight. Just cut down the vines and spin attack, but there's so many different ways to fight that boss.
Yeah, like I accidentally managed to clip into the flower while it was attached to the ceiling.
Yeah,
Apparently, you can actually get into there.
Yeah, you
and just kind of kill it from there.
Yeah.
Because I was just going for the regular bomb strat.
Yeah. That's a strat where if you can figure out how to reproduce that consistently, would probably be the fastest way to fight the boss.
Yeah.
But
I have no idea how to do it. I just got
to do that.
I just got dumb luck. It's like, what? How did that happen?
Alright. Here's the reflect on Rick's side, and that is going to be GG's. Rick taking game 3 over Jasnix. Celebratory fist pump. as he makes it into the grand finals of season 7. Rick was the runner-up last season and now has a chance to take the crown this season.
Yeah.
And I believe Jazz
GG's.
DNFing this one. And
Oh.
now we have both runners in for an interview. GG's.
Hello and
GG's.
GG's.
GG's. So congrats to Rick for taking the series. How are you feeling?
I was pretty nervous that last race.
Understandable. It was definitely a very close race. I think one large thing, well, the main thing that decided it in the end was skipping Star Island and going for Rockspire, and that being the sword. But yeah,
Star's pretty slow. I just wanted to chase density.
Yeah,
No.
that's fair. Yeah, it's hard because like you're missing one item from Go, and it could be anywhere, so you never know.
Yeah, it could be anywhere.
But yeah.
I was missing 2 at that point, so I was like, it's probably not worth to
Oh, that's
skip.
annoying.
But I'm also a Star Island believer, so I kind of have to. But
Yeah.
It could have been a big payout, but not this time.
no.
Yeah, but overall, I think the execution in this seed for both of you went pretty well. I know Jazz struggled here and there with some storages. And then Rick, you were struggling with lighting the torch or lighting the lighthouse.
Oh yeah, that was
that was really bad. But then Jazz was struggling at Fire Mountain as well. With
Oh my god,
getting
yeah.
in and also falling in the lava.
I got double bonked by the wall.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of off the top of my head. Both of you played really, really well.
I think like
So-
my only like notable other mistake I had was like I went to Zunari or I went to the Goron and then I had 7 rupees to my name.
Right.
So I
That's
had
right.
to
Oh my god.
leave, and that just made my routing like really awkward at that part. But
Yeah, that was
the game
rough.
did not want to give money.
Oh yeah,
Until you had
there's a
money,
question.
then I gave you money.
Got a question for
Yeah.
you from chat. For the previous game, what made you decide to leave Windfall in
Oh.
favor of Forced Heaven?
Yeah,
Haven.
I was fairly certain that Pompey and Vera was Leaf, so I just was like, I'd rather not do it. Because, like, I mean, at that point, it was like, I knew nothing else was Leaf locked. So, like, if it wasn't that, then I'll just lose. And if it was the Leaf, which I was assuming it was, then I can maybe get a leg up. But I mean, I honestly also thought I was going to lose that race because I did it completely leafless. So I was also just kind of in a gambly mood. I was just like, let's just try it and see if it works. So, because I wasn't entirely
would
sure
pay
about
to-
my logic.
Yeah, well, it was the Leaf, so you managed to. It managed to save you some time on that one.
Yeah, the path hints in both of these seeds, like both the seeds today, were actually terrible. It felt like where like I could after a while I just had to give up on them because I was like I don't know what it's telling me at this point. Because this one I don't even know what the DRC path was. It just got too convoluted too quickly. So
Yeah. I mean, it was
it was. I'm pretty
it was
sure it
probably
was.
Leaf, I guess.
It was. It was Leaf, but it was then. I think. I don't know if it because I never got boss key and DRC, so I don't know if it was Leaf for boss key, which I don't think that's how that works. I don't know if there's a small key or a boss key on BKHS and DRC, and then I don't know. I was thinking in my head it was like a Leaf locked bomb bag, but then after DRC I couldn't confirm that because I didn't know the key layout, so I was just confused.
Yeah.
So that
Yeah,
was
it's confusing.
They were not my favorite. And then also fire arrows on angular, and then or like a bow on angular, and then it turns out that wasn't the path. And for a while, I was really chasing that. I was like, oh, it's got to be the. I mean, it could. I don't think it could have been the bow on angular was the path, but I was really thinking for a while it was. So it was just it didn't like the path ended up just baiting me so many times.
Yeah, it's pretty tricky to follow the logic there. We thought for the longest time the angular cave was not spiky. So when you got the mirror shoot, we were like, oh, okay, he's getting it for safety in Earth Temple. Then you went back to angular, like, oh, okay, it was.
Oh,
spiky
that's like
there.
we mispeaked.
Whoops. But no, yeah, it's hard to follow for sure.
Oh, Jazz got the skull armor before me?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
But
okay.
you went to Angular first. I guess chasing the path. So you got that bow first. You actually had two different bows for DRC. Jazz did door cancel, got the Lenzo one, whereas you got the
Oh,
Angular one. But yeah, then kind of late bombs for both of you. I mean, it's hard to get, even though delivery bag is somewhat. I mean, it is early on hide and seek, but yeah, it's hard to wrap that in.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, it was weird because the power bracelets were deep in DRC, and like you were saying, Jazz, like without knowing exactly where the keys are, it's hard to say what's in logic and what's not.
Yeah.
So
And
after
also
DRC, we were like, the bombs have to probably be in logic with a fairly early check.
this seed also provided you with approximately like 80,000 location hints that had items. And then so also that was fun. It was like, oh, okay, ankle has bait bag, and then big pig has a shard. All right, I figured it out. Like there's a lot already that you had to take into account with the seed. So the hints to the seed were just really confusing. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, also shouts
yeah,
to
yeah.
Baron
Go
EP. But
Yeah. Yeah, Baron ET and Baron Headstone, so you kind of lost the Baron hint, basically,
Oh
because
yeah.
of that. But that's just how it goes, I guess.
oh,
Uh,
I do want to actually really quickly also shout out arrows because or I want to shout out the boomerang and ice ring because I didn't have enough arrows when I was gonna do Octo Fairy, and so like I was trying to get arrows in Boating Course Cave, and I got like one stack of 10. So I was like, all right, I'll just do the Octo and not miss a shot, I guess. And then I go to Angular, I get my Fire and Ice. I'm like, okay, sweet. But then that meant I had to use 2 of my 10 arrows, which meant I would have had to literally not miss a shot for Octo Fairy. And then
oh,
I got
wow.
Boomerang.
Yeah, we didn't even think about that.
Yeah, my arrow count
Yeah.
was like stressing me the hell out during that time.
Yeah, no, that's funny. Yeah, air is a hard thing to manage for sure. I know Rick after Creeb, I think it was, you went and bought arrows from Beetle to do Wizrobe
Oh, yeah.
Cave. And then
got
you
that-
did Wizrobe Cave, Jazz, with partially the hook shot, which was
Oh yeah.
a little rough.
No, yeah, honestly, a lot of my routing the seed ended up being determined by where can I go get arrows because I have none. Because I had like no arrows for the entire seed.
Yeah.
But
I got the great fish arrow refill twice that seed.
is there an arrow from Great Fish? I
And
don't
the
even know
pot.
about this.
Beetle. Oh, the pot. I didn't even see that. Wow.
Oh,
That's funny.
the more you
Yeah,
know.
it's rough.
Oh, that's a third thing I learned today.
Yeah. I don't know if we have any other questions from the chat, but congrats, Rick, on making it to the grand finals. You're
Excellent.
awaiting the winner of the lower bracket, KitKat versus Bobby, and then Jazz, you're awaiting the winner of that to face off in lower bracket finals.
I think they're playing like right now, so or like they're about to start, so I may
On
actually know soon
the
enough.
game 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you have any thoughts on either of those runners, Jazz.
No, they're both scary. It's like at this point, I don't know. I don't think there's really any difference between any runners I play. It's just gonna come down to like you're gonna have to play well.
Yeah.
I don't think it really matters who I play, honestly.
Yeah, that's fair. And then yeah, Rick, from runner up to looking to take the crown this season.
It's the
you
third time I've
got-
been to winners finals. First time I've made it out.
Looking to have that achievement. So it should be some exciting matches to follow in the season 7 tournament as we wrap it up. But yeah, I don't know if anyone else has comments or questions, but if not, then we can hand it over to our restreamer Golden.
Yeah, GG's and congrats to Rick. Thank you again to our commentators, Tanjo and Alex Harold, and to our tracker, Arma. So Bobby versus KitKat Game 2 is going to be back here in about a little over 15 minutes, but we've got to take the stream down. So we're going to go right over to ZSR2, but please do come back here for another Wind Waker randomizer race if you want to. Like I said, in about 17 minutes. Otherwise, thanks for watching, everyone.